Hello everyone and welcome to this week's behind the scenes devlog video, and this week I'm going to be working mainly on shadows, which is something that I've been needing to do for a long time, so hopefully I'm going to get that done this week. And then next week I'm going to be probably moving on to working on designing the world and making all the areas in the world look as nice as possible, and just working on the art and the models and adding some more models into the game. Also, in 2 weeks' time, on the day that this video goes out, actually, I'm going to be moving out of my parents' house, so I've got some organising to do for that, of course. And also I've got a tutorial to do this weekend, so plenty to do as always. I'm going to get started, and hopefully I can show you some shadows later in the day. So this morning I'm getting started with shadow mapping, which is actually a topic that I've never done before. So I've just been looking through a load of tutorials over the last couple of hours, trying to get a really good understanding of how exactly it needs to be implemented. And I think I have now got that now. So I've got into the code. I've started off in the tutorial engine because the engine there is a bit simpler, so it's a bit easier for me to play around with stuff and just try stuff out. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just setting up my first shadow mapping system. So I've managed to make a bit of progress with the shadows. What I've done so far is to render the scene an extra time, but from the perspective of the light, and I've only rendered the depth buffer to this texture here. So what this basically represents is how far all the objects are away from the light source, and then once I know that, I can calculate which parts of the world should be hidden from the light, and that's what I've started to do here on the terrain. So after a bit more work, I have now got my first shadows rendering, and at the moment they're just acting as if the light were coming from the camera, but I'll tie that up with the light pretty soon. Also, when you zoom in, you can see that the quality of them isn't exactly fantastic, so that's something that I'm going to have to work on. But yeah, the basic shadows are now implemented. It's coming up to midnight now, and this evening I've just been putting some place names on the world's map, as you can see. I've also been answering questions and emails and stuff as usual, but yeah, I'm going to get to bed now. Good morning everyone, it is Tuesday morning, a very sunny Tuesday morning, and today I'm going to be trying to improve and optimize the shadow rendering. Just stopping for lunch now, and it's been a pretty boring morning so far. I've just been working on improving the shadows, and mainly I've been working on choosing the optimal area for rendering to the shadow map, because if I choose too small an area, then a lot of the objects which should be casting shadows then don't cast shadows. But if I choose too large an area, then the shadows end up looking very pixely. So I'm just working on the calculations now to make sure that I choose the optimal sized area. This afternoon I'm still working in the tutorial engine, but this time it's actually for a tutorial. It's for this week's tutorial, which is about specular lighting on the water. So that's what I've just been implementing now, and I'm just planning out the tutorial as well. So it's the end of another day. This evening I didn't actually get anything done because I was out with my family, because it was my parents' silver wedding anniversary, so that was nice. But yeah, I'm really behind on my emails now, but hopefully I'll be able to catch up later in the week. Good morning everyone, it is Wednesday, and today I'm going to be implementing the shadows into the actual game and hopefully improving them a bit as well. It is actually already 20 past 11 in the evening now. I've just been working all day on trying to get the shadows to work in the game engine, and it's not been easy, unfortunately. I've had quite a lot of problems with it, and a few things that I didn't realize weren't working when I was using it in the tutorial engine. So I've been fixing a lot of stuff, getting it all working, but I have now finally got it all to work, which is a big relief. So I'm going to go to bed now, and tomorrow I will work on improving the shadows. So it is Thursday morning. This week seems to be going really quickly. I can't believe it's already the devlog tomorrow. I've not got much to show yet, but hopefully today I'm going to finish off and polish the shadows. Just finishing off for the morning now, and I've made quite a bit of progress. So firstly, shadows now affect small plants and flowers, as you can see. Also, shadows now actually fade out slowly when you're far enough away. So they don't just snap in and out of view, they fade out slowly. And now I'm just working out the best way to calculate the optimal area to render the shadow map. It is 8 o'clock in the evening now, and it has just been such a stressful afternoon. I've had so much difficulty trying to calculate this optimal area. I've just been totally confusing myself all afternoon with the matrix maths and the different matrices, and it's been a bit of a struggle. At one point, I just pretty much gave up and lay down in a dark room for a while, but I got back to it. I managed to sort myself out, and I have now got it all working as it should be, which is a big relief. To finish off the day, I just quickly textured this nice little buffalo model here, and I've also attempted to make a couple of animations for it, but it was a bit trickier than I thought, so they haven't turned out amazingly, but I think they'll work fine as little placeholders for now. Good morning everyone, it is Friday morning, and today I'm just going to be doing the devlog. Just about to stop for lunch now. I've been working on the devlog all morning, and that's going pretty well. My laptop though is just being ridiculous this morning. It just keeps overheating and it's running really slowly, which is really annoying, and I think I'm probably going to have to get a new computer soon. So the devlog is now finished and has been released, but there's no time to rest because I'm so behind on all my social media and message answering and email answering. So I'm just going to spend the rest of the evening answering comments and emails. It is 20 past midnight now. I'm just finishing off for the evening. I've just been answering emails all the time, and I started off with 74 and I've got down to 34 now, so more than half, which is good. It is a lovely sunny Saturday morning, and today, of course, I'm just going to be working on this week's water tutorial. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon now, and I'm just working my way slowly through the tutorial. I've done all the audio, I've done most of the programming, and I've just got a few diagrams to draw now. And then this evening, I'm probably just going to be answering more emails and comments. So I finished the tutorial and that's gone live now, so I'm going to have a bit of a rest this evening. It's been quite an exhausting week. And then tomorrow I'm just going to try and catch up with my emails and comments and stuff. Good morning everyone, it is Monday morning, and this week is going to be the last week that I'm staying at my parents' house. On Saturday morning, early on Saturday morning, I'm going to be moving out, so I've got lots of organising and packing to do for that during the week. Also, I need to get this week's behind the scenes devlog video and the usual devlog video done probably before Friday, so that I have Friday free for packing. So it's going to be a particularly busy week this week. I think I'm only going to have from Monday to Wednesday to actually work on the game. And I think all I'm going to do this week is to texture a load of models and try and create a few more areas in the game and try and get the world looking nice for the Kickstarter. So it hasn't been a very good start to the week. I've been trying to texture a few models, but I ended up just giving up on all of them because I was doing a terrible job. But I am now creating a texture for a bush, which is going slightly better. So I just finished work on the new bush model and texture that I've been working on this morning, and I'm fairly happy with how it's turned out. So now I'm going to try and texture a few more of the models that have been sent in recently. It is 6:30 in the evening now, and I've just spent most of the afternoon adding some new models into the game. So I added a signpost and a windmill and another couple of bushes. So I've just been doing a lot of texturing. Also, I actually helped my parents put up a tent in the garden because they've got some event going on tomorrow. And I've been looking up new computers because this laptop is just ridiculous. I always have to balance it on something to make sure that it doesn't overheat. And even with the balancing trick, it started to overheat as well. So definitely need to get a new computer pretty soon. So yeah, that's what I've been doing this afternoon. I'm just creating a new tree for the game at the moment and basing it off the shape of this bonsai tree here. And I've got quite far with it. I'm pretty much done now. I'm just doing the texturing. And I'm going to be putting it in the game very soon. Just finishing off for the day now. I put that pink tree into the game and it looked pretty good, so that was nice. And I've just spent a little bit more time working on the water system, and I've actually switched over to the system that I was showing in last week's tutorial because I found that that was a little bit more efficient and it also looked a little bit nicer as well, so I've done that. And now I'm just going to get to bed. It is just past 10 o'clock on Tuesday morning. I've already been up for a bit and I've been texturing the first item of the day, which is this nice food stool. This morning I was working on adding a load more items into the game and adding a few more of the weapons that people have been sending in, and at the moment I'm just editing the battle staff and giving it a nice visual effect. It is 6:20 now. I haven't got a huge amount done this afternoon because I was helping my parents a bit with the events that they've got going on in the garden, but I'm back to work now and I'm texturing this flaming bow. So it's the end of the day now. I just added one more model into the game and textured it as well, which is this lantern model here, which I was planning earlier in the day with this concept art, as you can see. I was also answering a few emails and questions this evening, and now I'm just going to get to bed. It is 8:30 on Wednesday morning, and today I think it's going to be the last day that I record this week, because I need to do the editing for this video this afternoon, because I'm not going to have time on Thursday or Friday because I'm doing the devlog and also organising and packing for the move on Saturday. But today I'm just going to be working on creating a few new models and also adding a couple of new areas into the game. Just working on creating a texture for a new willow tree at the moment, and I'm just going through each of these leaves individually and giving them a bit of shading. Just about to stop for lunch now, and as you can see I finished off the willow tree and I also created a quick new texture for the grass. It is the middle of the afternoon and I've just been getting started in the world editor trying to create a new area which I'm hoping to get done before the devlog tomorrow, which kind of showcases a lot of the new models that I've been working on this week, and I'm hoping to get that done today. Also, I'm just about to start work on editing this week's behind the scenes devlog video because obviously the end of this week is going to be pretty busy with moving and everything, so I want to get as much done as possible today. It's coming up to 6 o'clock now. This afternoon seems to have gone really quickly, but I'm just editing this behind the scenes devlog video for Saturday. So it's the end of another day and the end of another video. This evening I was just answering emails and questions, and I also did a little bit more work on this new area, and then tomorrow I'm going to be working on the devlog video. On Friday I'm just going to be packing, and then on Saturday, as I've already said, I'm going to be moving to Germany. For this video though, that is it. If you want to see more updates during the week, then you can follow me on any of my social media pages. All of the links are in the description below. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching this video. Do subscribe if you haven't already. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you all next time.